Hey folks, Grant here from Primitive Stone Archery, and I had some questions about why I cant my bow. And by canting, I mean giving it a bit of an angle here, right? Why do I cant my bow? Turn it sideways. Well, there's a couple of primary reasons why. The first reason is that it actually opens up my sight picture. It allows me to see more visually because I'm shooting with both my eyes open, okay? And this has a lot to do with visual acuity and concentration, which I have a lot of drills that I shoot with to actually develop this in bow hunters. Remember, I'm not trying to develop field archers or 3D pro tournament shooters or anything like that at all. I'm trying to develop good bow hunters. In order to do that, we need to start off with a couple of things. You need to start off finding what your effective lethal range is. If it's 5 feet, it's 5 feet, so be it. If it's 25 feet, 25 yards, 30 yards, so be it. But you need to find that. But when it comes to canting my bow, I want to open my sight picture up. And in order to do that, I want to be able to see a little bit more what's out in front of me, so I can have both my eyes open in my sight picture. The second reason is, for my way of shooting, and I'm not the trad police, never have been, never will be, I don't roll like that. But for the way I specifically shoot, I really like getting that arrow close to my eye as possible. And by canting my bow, it allows me to get that arrow down into my eye and my eye down to the arrow. And this principle I call eye to arrow and arrow to eye. And what I'll do is, I'll start off with someone and I will have them, and if you're 3 under, you can do it this way. And what I'll have them do is, I'll have them picture getting that bow back. You can see what I'm doing here. And I'll have them line that arrow up with those knuckles that are pointing. And my actual grip, and I'll get into this a little more later in some other videos, it's a little bit conventional and a little bit modified Kyudo grip from Japanese archery with that knuckle that points and that thumb that wraps around. And this is what I'm doing, right? This way. I see a lot of folks, by the way, with their grip. This is a mid to low risk grip on this recurve I'm shooting here, this guy here. His pivot point is really centered, and it really sits real nice over my hand, and I like that. I'm used to shooting actually much more mid to high or high risk grips because I was raised on those recurves, and I shoot those really well. And this requires a little bit more of a heeling grip, this bow. Not too much, but I see some people heeling mid to high risk grips as if they're shooting a compound real flat and wondering why their arrows are kicking off. It's just because they don't have the stability when they release that arrow in their follow through. But more on that in another video. But what I do with eye to arrow and arrow to eye is I picture that cant being straight up and down, and I picture that arrow, you can see it dropping into my eye a little bit more there. Okay? And this is where I'm shooting. That's my shooting picture, right? Just like that. So eye to arrow and arrow to eye is its own separate drill. You can literally, you're gonna literally push off, get your knock, don't pinch it too hard, and you're gonna go eye to arrow and arrow to eye. Boom, bring it up, and you're gonna go come up to that nice draw, pinch, get that nice back tension together. You're pointing everything together, and you're letting down. And you can see that cant. I turn that elbow out a little bit, right? Because I don't want that elbow to be straight. I want that elbow to be out and away. So why I cant my bow, the two primary reasons are to open up my sight picture, so I can, because I'm shooting with both my eyes open, creating more of a sight picture. And the second reason is to get that arrow closer to my eye. All right, appreciate your questions and your feedback. Thanks, means a lot. Walk with us.